Welcome to Live Life Tranquil. This is your girl, Queen Jet, aka Detox Queen. And today we're going to talk about 5 reasons why I take a spiritual bath and 5 things you do while taking a spiritual bath. If you're interested in this, if you're ready to cleanse your body and your mind and your spirit, please stick around, stay tuned, and we're going to jump right into this video.
Dylan got it bumping.
So most people would be like, okay, what is a spiritual bath? And I didn't really know what a spiritual bath was either until about, I would say like 5 years ago. I was led to a book called Heal Thyself by Queen Afua, and that book is so bomb, y'all. Like, that book changed my life, for real. It changed my life. And Queen Afua, if you don't know her, please go follow her on Instagram or Facebook. She is a spiritual healer. She's been doing this since the 90s, and the spirit just led me to her book. And spiritual bath is a little different from like your normal detox bath, and if you're an athlete, you understand what I'm talking about. Usually, if you were an athlete when you were younger and you worked out really hard and your muscles got sore, your parents would be like, hey, why don't you soak in like some Epsom salt, try to relax your muscle. A spiritual bath it's like a soak, like a sweat bath. It's just you add in a spiritual aspect to it. With that being said, 5 reasons why I like to do a spiritual bath. First reason why I like to do a spiritual bath is because I like to get into my own space, and I like to be able to just relax my body, relax my mind, and let everything go. You know, slow down my thoughts and just kind of get into my own little zone. I'll cut the lights off sometimes and light some candles just to kind of set the mood, you know, and get real acquainted with myself. I really like to take that time to just unwind after a long day. And I usually do it like maybe 2 to 3 times a week, but that's just like your me time, you know, where you can just kind of get in your zen place and just chill out. The second reason why I like to take spiritual baths is because I feel like it is an opportunity for me to release any negative energy that I might be absorbing from other people, or I could have just kind of conjured up myself. It's just an opportunity for me to let go and recharge. It's almost like, you know how people talk about, or how you get baptized in a Christian faith. It's something like that. Like, it's an opportunity for you to reset or restart and just kind of let go of what happened that day, let go of what happened in the past, and just reset your mind. The third reason why I like to take spiritual baths is because it is a form of detox, and you know, I put certain things in it that removes toxins. It's going to cleanse your system out. It's going to replenish your skin, rejuvenate your skin, tighten your skin. If you use Epsom salt, it's definitely going to like relax you, but cleansing any of the toxins out. The first time I took a spiritual bath, and I'm going to have a video about this, but the very first time I took a spiritual bath, which, you know, I had been smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, like eating all kind of meat. Like, I didn't know anything about like nutrition and health, anything like that. So the water was so murky and just dark. It was like swamp water. It was just like pitch black dark. So after that experience, I was like, yes, I need to do this way more often because you actually feel lighter. The reason why I like to take spiritual baths, because after the bath is over, you just feel clean physically and you feel clean spiritually. I feel like I'm more present after a spiritual bath. I can feel my body more intensely. Like, I can feel my heartbeat. I can kind of tune in to myself and my environment on a deeper level after taking a spiritual bath. And I just feel like the Creator is just sitting right there with me and everything is all good. The 5th reason why I like to take spiritual baths is because spiritual bath, believe it or not, is and this is probably the most important one. This probably should have been number one, but it's a challenge to take a spiritual bath. And the reason why is because the instructions is to make the bath water as hot as you can, right? So, you know, when you sit in the bath water, first of all, when you first get in there, it's gonna burn your butt. It's gonna burn your butt. As you're sitting in the hot water, your body, you're gonna want to get out. Like, especially once you start sweating and stuff, like, it's hard to sit in water for a long period of time when it's that hot. So you have to really challenge yourself to submerge and submit and just, you know, take it in order to get to the threshold that you need to get to in order to really get all the benefits of your spiritual bath. Okay, and then after you do the spiritual bath, and these are some of the instructions that I got in Queen of Fool's book, is to take a cold shower. So right after you soak in boiling hot water, you get up, wash, and then cold shower. So you shocking your system, which is really good for your body. It wakes up your system, it wakes up your body, helps your individual systems function properly. So it's waking everything up. But it's, oh my God, that cold water is, whew, it makes you want to scream. It's so cold. But it's also another form of a challenge. Like, if you can handle that, imagine other things that you can handle. So now I'm going to go into my 5 things to do to create a spiritual bath. First things first, you want to have, you can mix how you want, but this is what I like to do. I like to do essential oils. So lavender, eucalyptus, rosemary, cedar wood, thieves oil, oregano oil, any type of, you don't use mint. Some people probably already know that, but do not use mint. Mint is going to make you tingle for a long time, okay? Don't use mint. That's not a good idea. And then I use salt. So sometimes I use sea salt, pink Himalayan salt. You can use dead sea salt. And you just pour it in however much you want into your water. Put the oil in there. Some people like to use actual herbs in there or flowers. You can use that. I don't normally do all of that, but every now and then if I get some from the metaphysical shop, I'll add that in too. So those are like the key ingredients that you put in. I use Dawn soap for my bubbles. Now, the instructions in creating a spiritual bath. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your water is a certain temperature, okay? Make sure that your water is a certain temperature. It needs to be extremely hot. Not so hot to where it burns your skin, but a little, you know, almost unbearable, okay? It needs to be hot. Like you need to be able, you need to have a process. It needs to be hot enough to where you have a process to get into the water. You don't want to be able to just jump right into the water. Sometimes I'll sit in the water while I'm running the bath water just to make sure that cold water doesn't get in the tub while it's running. But if you don't have that issue, make sure that it's really hot, okay? Third thing that makes a spiritual bath, I would say, is meditation. So when you get into the tub, now in Queen of Fool's book, she calls it like fire breathing, and it's just really, really deep breaths. You could do that. In her book, she says do 100. I usually do about 25. That's all I can handle. 100 is just too much for me. So I usually do about 25 deep breaths and really slow, and just, you know, start to feel my body. Now, the more you start to feel your body while you're meditating, the hotter you're going to get. This is like the breaking point. This is like where you're gonna want to get out of the water. I guarantee you. You're gonna want to jump. You're gonna start sizzling. Okay, you're gonna want to get out of the water at this time. But just go with just stick with. Step number 4 is set your intention. So why are you taking a spiritual bath at that day? Do you need to release some type of energy? Do you need to release some type of addiction? Do you need to, you know, just desire to get closer to the Creator? Whatever it is, that is your time to pray that into existence. So when I did my first spiritual bath, my initial goal was to quit smoking cigarettes. And I didn't do the bath in order to quit smoking cigarettes. I had already quit. So this was probably like the second day after I made a decision to quit. So I hadn't smoked that whole day, but I still felt that spirit on me. And so I just, I prayed and I prayed, and I just, thank the Creator for cleansing me. Thank the Creator for breaking my addictions. Thank you, the Creator, for removing the desire and, really getting into that space and speaking what I wanted and what I was in need of. And I could feel like the toxins were leaving my body. Like I said, when I got out the water, my first spiritual bath, the water was like murky, and it was a dark, thick dirt ring around the tub. I know that sounds nasty, but that's how it was, and I needed to cleanse. So, no, it wasn't because I was dirty. I can hear some of y'all right now. No. Actually, I guess I was dirty. But, so making sure that you are, setting your intentions on the purpose of your spiritual bath. Another thing I wanted to do was to bring a lot of clarity into my mind, because I just felt, clouded. I felt confused. And so I was seeking for a clear direction, a clear vision for my future and how I was going to move forward at that time. The fifth thing I would say creates a spiritual bath is doing your bath in the dark, like pitch black darkness. Okay, so no candles, none of that. Go into the darkness. I talked about this in a meditation video as well, morning meditation. Go into the dark. The reason why we go into the dark is because that's where it all began. That's where we all started. And so when you return to the darkness, essentially it's symbolic for returning to yourself. And most of your spiritual journey is about learning about yourself, going deeper within yourself, finding out more about yourself, connecting with your higher self and your true self. So that's why you go into the dark. And sometimes it's scary to go into the dark, and that's that fear that you want to overcome. The same way that you have to overcome the pain of submerging your body in hot water for 10, 20 minutes. This is just a different aspect of overcoming a part of yourself. So yes, go into the darkness. Step 1, essential oils. 2, step 1, essential oils, sea salt. Making sure that you are having really hot water. That was step 1. Making sure that you have really hot water, step 1. Step 2, essential oils and salts, and you can use herbs with that. Step 3, meditate. Okay, meditating is simply breathing and focusing on your breath, feeling your body, become present. 4, prayer. Prayer is about affirming. So you can ask, but it's best to affirm, because when you affirm, that means that you are setting it in stone. And then the 5th thing is to do it in the dark. Go into darkness. So I feel like that separates a detox bath from a spiritual bath, because the detox bath essentially is just the physical aspect of releasing toxins. If you want to do a detox bath, all you really need is just the first 2, hot water and your oils, your salt, herbs, and just soak in. You can read a book. You can, watch your videos on YouTube, or if you want to scroll Instagram. That's just a detox bath. But if you really want to do a spiritual bath, then that means you have to commune with your spirit. You have to get in touch with your spirit. A lot of different things happen during a spiritual bath. I've cried. I started singing. I've been totally dead silent and just tuned in. So, whatever you need to do to release whatever you need to release, okay, you do that, because that's your time. I love to do spiritual baths at least 2 to 3 times a week, especially if I work out, because I like to do the detox part. But the spiritual bath is so important to me because I absorb a lot of energy around me, and that's a way for me to just kind of release. So if you have any other ways that you like to do your spiritual bath, or any things that you like to add to your spiritual bath, or that I didn't mention, please comment that in the comment section below and let me know some of what you do. If you give this a try, please tell me how it works out for you, because I love to hear success stories and how people are being able to grow from, you know, this information. Once again, I want to shout out to Queen Afua. Make sure you guys go purchase her book, Heal Thyself. I'm going to link that below. You can buy it from that link. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, you know, embrace your spiritual baths. Good luck on your spiritual journey. And follow me right here on YouTube. If you like this video and you want more content like this, give it a thumbs up. And you guys have a blessed week. Make sure you're releasing any negative energy. It's a lot of negativity floating around right now. And a spiritual bath is a good way to detach from other people's energy in the conscious realm, or the spiritual realm. So, once again, I'm Queen Jet. This is Live Life Tranquil. And yeah, let me know how that spiritual bath goes. Peace, love, and